Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out some more Tower of God after we had Bomb fusing with the needle in the last chapter, which feels like this really big monumental moment. You know, like I feel like we've passed a point of no return with this point, and there's just going to be so much that we're exploring with Bomb's abilities, his power, the kind of manipulation he's been going through, like his whole existence of people trying to get him to this point. But we did have him putting his foot down and saying that he was going to protect his friends and be with them no matter what. So I feel like we're going to be getting into some action heavy stuff going forward, especially with Beta en route to unleash all of their anger at Bomb. So we'll see how that turns out, but it does feel like we're getting closer and closer to some kind of big battle. I'm a little bit worried because Bomb has just gotten all of this power. He doesn't fully understand how to use it or what he's capable of, so I'm a little bit nervous about how that might backfire on him if he's immediately going into like a combat situation. But he's got all of his friends there to help him, probably more than he even realizes at this point, so you know, it could be fine. It could be fine. So let's get into these chapters and see how this is all gonna turn out. Okay, I really need someone to be taking care of Wang Nan. I know that he's got some power of his own. He is willing to punch someone in the face, even if they're using like extremely powerful abilities against him. But I do worry. Yeah, don't let your guard down. There are literally people who are like ready to take you out. The mistrust, it's well placed. Trust Kun to just be like, I don't know, I trust people, but also like, I got my eye on you. It's a good point. Who is she? I mean, we know, but not everyone else does. In true Tower of God fashion, not everyone has all of the information. At least he said please. He's like, do what I say. Wang Nan really is like a follower, isn't he? Like, he has moments where he's like a bit more of a leader aspect, but he has like a lot of like shonen protagonist kind of personality traits, and that just makes you feel like he needs to be guided by someone. Okay, the summoning. Our teammates. Okay, I didn't know we were a whole team. I like the reminder to Novik specifically that it's like we're here to escape and not fight anyone. Don't trust all this. Never trust someone who smiles all the time. Oh, Shadow Wolves. Sure, that's fine. Whatever. Remember, we're not here to fight. Escape. Yes, running is the tactic here, the strategy. Did Novik just punch one of them? I somehow appreciate that a lot. It's like this almost like hellhound, like demonic wolf thing coming at him, and he's like, I'm gonna just punch it. Yeah, we're not here to fight. Escape, not fight. Is Bomb pulling forward? Help his friends? Or are we turning around? What happened to escape, not fight? Both of you stay on task. I feel like it's symbolic to say like, don't look back for Bomb. Like to go forward and not look back, because he's so stuck in reflection and the past, especially in the second season, after the way that season 1 ended, that he's just very focused on his past and what that meant and how he feels about it. And because he can't get out of how he's feeling, it's prevented him from moving forward, which is like this whole turning point that he's going through now, is that he's being able to move forward without looking back. Iron Crab. Okay. I just appreciate that this series started off very like fantasy and now there's just giant robots. Like, I'm here for it. The wrapping is coming off a bit. What does that mean? Other than the true form thing. They're noticing the power. I'm still nervous about him using it though. Oh dear, are we not controlling it? That makes me worried too, that it's like, has kind of a mind of its own, which makes sense for like a needle, but still. We gotta beat a sweat though. It seems like we're a little bit more nervous than we're letting on. You better be sweet to my boys, okay? I've claimed them. They work really well together, which I adore. Don't look back, okay? Escape, don't fight, don't look back. We're breaking all the rules right now. It's true. You'll have your moment. We like the determined look, though. Oh dear. There's gotta be another option, though. Backup plan. Plan B. Oh, good. Okay. I was gonna say, like, there's no way that there wasn't a backup plan or a way of, like, outsmarting them, because this has been the plan from the very beginning, right? Ah. Item summoning. Interesting. Is it because he's the needle now? Like, him and the needle are one? Is that the loophole? Yeah, see, that's what I said. I'm like, you're human, you're a participant, but also like an item, a weapon. Aw, look how happy they are. Cuties. The little jab of like, fool at the end. Never. She always had a plan. I like how Novik's just like, this is too much exercise for me. What did I sign up for? How long has it been since they've actually like properly seen each other though? It's been a long time, and they're so cute together. They have like similar like puppy energy. Aw, the fondness. Having Kun and Bob like properly talk to each other gets me right in my heart. Uh-oh. Is it Beta? Wangnan, what did I say about somebody protecting him? Oh no, you're gonna end the chapter there? Unacceptable. We're continuing on right away because I need confirmation that Wangnan is okay. Okay, I will not accept a universe in which he is not. That's what you get for making him into a weapon. Loopholes. Oh, my chibi boy. Also, is that Lorray still? At this point, I'm wondering if he's actually there, or if it's just like a smokescreen. Like, if Lorray is off doing something really cool, and then they've just expected us to all assume that he's still asleep in his little, like, sleeping bag. He might actually be asleep this whole time, though. Okay, he is there. We have, like, an actual confirmation, like, we can see him. Because most of the time, it's just his little sleeping bag and, like, a tuft of hair. The aggression is one of the crazy turtles. The excited of like, yeah, I saw that person. I can be helpful. I mean, Beta's got some weird sense connection thing going on, so probably just followed that as opposed to like thinking about where they would go. Before he does something, too late. So what, we have Shibitsu and Hats, I guess, and Quattro, who are going to the store. Oh no, we have Rock, Yua, and Lorray, I guess, going, and then the summoning arena is the others. Okay, gotcha. This is going to haunt me. Why would you be like that? Bam is going to beat you up for that. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna find it very therapeutic. Oh, my sweet boy. He kind of can, though. I don't think rules really apply to Beta. Yeah, he does have murder on the brain, so he's hurting the others because you have friends. He's got a real problem with that. The look, though, in his eyes. Also, his eyes. I mean, like I said before, if you're someone who has attacked Bam's friends at this point, run as fast as you can. I don't think Beta has the like self-preservation to do that, but it would be in his best interests in the long run. Who's gonna show up? My sweet boy. Ready for a rematch. I like that Rock just like spouts nonsense all the time. Are we actually gonna see Lorray? Is he gonna do something in this season? Let's go. Oh, Swallow, are we doing the thing we did before? I feel like we need to not question what Kuhn's plan is. If he tells you to do something, just do it and like trust the process. The little like skip. Completely insane, but I'm kind of fond of him. I'd be very wary of the fact that the snake is not there. Okay, so we're trying to get points, but we can't now because of Reflectio interfering. Every time I say it, I'm like, it sounds like a villain from like a cheesy comic. He sounds like an X-Men villain, okay? Ugh, Cassano's here too. Ah, right. He swallowed the like parasite thing, which is why he's allowed to be in the game. It's the same thing as like how they can summon Bam as an item because he has the needle inside of him. Good foreshadowing there. To have that be like a little hint of what was going to happen. So if we get rid of that, does that mean he doesn't qualify in the game anymore and he can't interfere? We don't actually have to defeat Beta, we just have to make sure that the parasite is gone. He's just like, I could, but like, why bother? Like immediately where it's like, bite him. Just shake it from his head, dang. I mean, he's a little bit crazy anyway, so how much damage can you do? Lorray is vicious for that. He does have like that subtle touch, right? Because he's like, I don't want to put in more effort than I already have to. So there's a certain like efficiency to the way that he fights. And I can get some points now. Did you just slap my sweet, sweet boy? Okay, Beta, you're on my list. I will come for you. Who got it? Yua, let's go. That was controlled though. Look at her go. That was a small, controlled, pinpoint location explosion. Good for her. We love to see the progress. Look how happy. I'm proud. Oh, Wangnan, somebody help him. Wangnan better make it through this or I'm gonna be so mad. I forgot about the loading menu. It's like, yeah, we did it. Loading. The bane of all of our experience, right? We gotta last 5 minutes now, though. Okay, I don't know about you, but I need Beta to back all the way off of my sweet boys, okay? I'm very protective of a lot of the characters in this series. Wangnan is a sweet boy who's just trying his best and is trying to protect everyone and wants to do good things in the world. And I need you to not hurt him, okay? I need him to be fine. Also, You slapped my sweet boy Rock. I will fight you. I will go full John Wick, okay? No, you are not allowed. I love the foreshadowing that we did get where we had the like parasite with Beta, where it was like, oh, you can have kind of these two entities within the same person, and it kind of tricks the system. And then we have the same thing with Bomb and the Needle, so that's why they can summon him through the store as opposed to like summoning him through the normal like teammate system. Super cool that that's like a loophole that they found and we're able to like utilize because he fused with the Needle. Again, like using Foog's plans against them and finding loopholes in that. I just think that that's so clever, and I love that that was foreshadowed, but like in such a subtle way, and not even like one-to-one, right? Like the parasite is different from like the Needle, but there's like a similar vibe there between the two moments. So loved that. The whole thing stressing me out. I feel like we're getting further and further into like the more action-packed part of this season. I'm really worried about Bomb because we already had it where the Needle was kind of doing its own thing and reacting to like the Shinsu around, and he can't control it. And now we have a lot of emotion behind his actions with what happened with Wangnan, and probably is going to happen with his other friends because we have a full 5 minutes between when he shows up and at this moment. So Beta is probably going to go on a little bit of a rampage. I feel like he can do a lot of damage in 5 minutes. So I feel like by the time Bomb gets there and there's a confrontation between him and Beta, he's going to have a lot of anger and emotion in general, like grief too. That's just going to be all swirling together as he's trying to somehow control this Needle's power that he now has. So it just seems like a recipe for disaster, and it worries me. And all of his friends are there though to kind of back him up, with the exception of the second team that's kind of gone off into the summoning arena. I'm on edge about it. It just seems like this inevitable thing, and I don't want it to happen, but it probably will. So I hope you enjoyed reading those chapters along with me. You can click this playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you don't miss the next time I post a Tower of God video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!